Please note that this video is made for criticism and entertainment only. Do not go to the people I commentate on and witch hunt or lynch mob them, as I do not support those in the slightest. These commentaries aren't to start a rumor as well, as that is what I intend on avoiding at all costs.
So, how about that Undertale fanbase? That certainly doesn't feel old, right? Well, meet Fion Lim-Chan 2001, a YouTuber who seems to be a mix of a ranter and a commentator, as well as having a few videos that don't relate to either rants or commentaries. Today, I'm going to be talking a cool video on the Undertale fanbase. And yeah, I don't know how someone like her managed to screw up on a fanbase of all things, but I suppose seeing is believing. One thing before we start, I have no idea what your accent is, but it often comes off as confusing to the ears and it feels like you're mixing words. So for everyone's sakes, I'm putting subtitles in so everyone can understand what you're saying.
My wide-angle lens is about to burst!
Second of all, it's a complete rip-off to Final Fantasy, which is one of my favorite games. So yeah.
You heard it here, folks. Apparently Undertale is a rip-off of Final Fantasy, all because Fion said it is. Isn't that just ding-dang glamorous? I'll try and cover any possibilities as to why Fion might have come to this conclusion, since her lack of explaining behind this is really underwhelming, which she just expects the viewer to agree that it's a Final Fantasy rip-off.
Final Fantasy has monsters and magic, so therefore, Undertale is a rip-off.
Most RPGs, including JRPGs, have monsters and magic. Heck, it's kinda the norm for this genre to have them. What's your point?
Undertale rips off Final Fantasy's graphics.
How does it rip off Final Fantasy's graphics? Your lack of an explanation doesn't help either, as 6 of the 15 main games are primarily 2D graphics, and you don't really conclude which style Undertale is similar to. And that on its own isn't true to your point, as, and for anybody that surprisingly doesn't play Undertale, skip to this point in the video if you want to avoid spoilers, the neutral about final boss, Omega Flowey, or Photoshop Flowey, is an amalgamation of images that don't look like they would fit on, say, an SNES or Game Boy system.
Undertale's genocide route has you level up, so it rips off the level up from Final Fantasy.
That is honestly ridiculous. As for one, leveling up in Undertale means level of violence, and by killing monsters in the underground, you're practically becoming that of a murderer in the monster's eyes, when all of them, sans Undyne and Flowey, all want you to be their friend. Heck, the game itself even tells you not to fight, but find an alternate solution to your encounters. And second of all, leveling up is part of RPGs and JRPGs as well. I mean, if you can't level up, how else do you expect to survive a tough monster that stands in the way? Wants to be your friend? By that logic, every RPG rips off Final Fantasy because they had level ups in their games. That doesn't sound very logical to me, now does it? Fion, if by chance you do watch this, consider elaborating your points more often. Because with rants, you kinda need to elaborate as to why X is bad because why. Or, show your source as to why you and your friends came to that conclusion of Undertale being a ripoff of Final Fantasy. Because, whoo boy, that on its own is a can of worms I don't want to open.